Tigers and their fans have taken ownership of Neyland Stadium. Total domination, 31-3 at halftime. They've never lost a game under Tuberville when they hit the 30-point mark. 23-0, Kirk. They have it at halftime. I don't know if anyone saw this coming, but Auburn from the get-go really came out and played with a swagger and a confidence.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to you, my family, Lee Corso, and everybody else for picking Tennessee. Auburn, I don't know if anybody expected Auburn to come out in this game and look like this. Jason Campbell, we talked about him in the pregame show. He has come out, and I don't know if you can tell by watching him on TV, but in total control of this football game. West Coast offense or not, just the way he leads this team, the way he's making decisions, throwing the ball away. This is a completely different quarterback, and the youth of the Tennessee secondary is getting exposed, not to mention they're getting beat up front.
Well, they can't tackle Brown or Williams back there either. Tuberville and his team, I think they're on their way to a special season. Assuming they hold on here, really should be heavily favored to be 9-0 when Georgia comes calling in November for perhaps the first of 2 games.
Well, if you look at their schedule and what they have coming up, we're starting the second half of this game. But if you do look down the road, 3 home games, they still have Georgia at home. And then, of course, at the end of the year, Alabama. Don't forget, though, in this conference, you have an SEC championship game. So it is, if they continue to play like this, there are very few teams that can play with the Auburn Tigers.
Putting together a great season. Not bad for a coach they tried to run off at Auburn. Tommy Tuberville. Let's go back to Ron Franklin and Mike Godfrey.
Okay, Chris, maybe they should start an uprising again as far as Tommy Tuberville is concerned, because he's got a consecutive streak going right now, which is very good. Mike, you've had games like this, I'm sure, either in high school or in college or something. You know, sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doesn't. What in the world do you say to your team at halftime?
Well, you got to come out in the third quarter and get a drive going right away. You got to stop Auburn, then you got to get a drive. You got to put points on the board. You're not out of it. I mean, it looks bad right now because they're having trouble moving the football and can't stop Auburn. But you got to come out and fight like mad.
Aaron Andrews down on the sideline. What's your take on this?
Well, Ron, I had a chance to speak to Tennessee head coach Phil Fulmer on his way out from the locker room. He said he's going to keep everything the same with the quarterbacks. Ainge is going to start again in the second half. He said they've got to get back to fundamentals. They've given Auburn this game on defense. Now, an injury update for you. Starting tailback Justin Reed, he is doubtful to return to the game. A left knee sprain. So, Ron, not good for Tennessee's offense.
All righty. Thanks very much. First play of the second half is Auburn won the toss and deferred. And a quick pass out to Anthony Nix, and the big target is being bumped around, and he'll fight his way actually now for 5 yards. Kevin Burnett on the tackle. Phil Fulmer. Mike, what is the thing that you worry most about with that you burn a young quarterback and all of a sudden he becomes gun shy with a game like this?
Well, I think what you got to do, Ron, is with quarterbacks and the whole team, you just got to come out and have fun. I hate to say that because you're behind 31-3, but forget about the scoreboard. Let's get back to what we do best and fundamentals and everything else. Let's see what happens.
Quick pass, quick screen right over the middle. That's to Ronnie Brown, and he's close to the first down. You could see by that graphic just a moment ago that under Phil Fulmer, Volunteers are not out of this. Down 35-6 at halftime. That was what, against Florida. And they wound up losing by only 6 points, 35-29. So not a time to rant and rave and scream, is it?
No, but I tell you what, there's a lot of concern right here about this ball club because offensively they cannot move the football.
Third down, you see the yellow line. You got to take it to the 30. Tennessee creeps up, little play action, and gets this one out, and the ball is tipped, knocked down. And Campbell went down hard. Only his third incompletion of the night.
That's what you want out of your defense. Now your special teams, offense, show something, get this crowd back in the game.
This is the first punt of the night for Auburn. Jonathan Heffney is the deep man. He's back at a single safety at the 32-yard line of Tennessee. Cody Bliss out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Only a sophomore. And like a stray in rules football or like a soccer goalkeeper. And boy, this thing takes a huge Auburn bounce. kicks that ball on the run, which you can see very capable of doing, and that is a 53-yard punt. Tonight's game track is brought to you by Pioneer. Schaefer's pass in and out of the hands of the defender, and then it was intercepted. Courtney Taylor catching that pass 41 yards for a touchdown. But the running backs, both Carnell Williams and Ronnie Brown, both extremely strong heads of football. So it'll be Eric Ainge to begin the second half of play for Tennessee. This one right over the middle, got a man there, and he hits the defender in the back, intended for Corey Anderson, the fullback, and now here comes a flag. And Terrius Williams was the man who had the cover, and the ball was thrown short and hit him right in the numbers in his back.
Late call.
Pass interference, number 31 on the defense, 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
I don't know about this call. Tommy Tuberville's arguing this call. It hits Williams in the back. I don't see it.
So Antarius Williams is flagged for the interference. At the new line of scrimmage, they moved the ball up to the 35-yard line. Tennessee needs every break they can get right here. Here's Houston. Has 5, has 10. Whoa, does he take a shot from Will Herring? Will Herring's been all over the place tonight.
Ron, I was in the game one time. West Virginia, Pittsburgh, 31-3. West Virginia had us. We ended up tying the game. What Auburn's got to be wary of, they can't quit playing because Tennessee's going to play hard now. Got a lot of young players. Now, Auburn, Tommy Tuberville's really got a tough job right now. He's got a big lead. You go off at halftime, you lose some momentum. You got to come out and play just as hard as you did in the first half.
They call for the measurement, which Tennessee is allowed to do, and it also, without taking a timeout, gave him an opportunity to get the freshman quarterback over there, Ainge, and to visit with him.
Ron, I can tell you, by Tommy Tuberville's look, you never have enough points. You're always concerned. Quick strike offense, and he's not feeling great right now. He's feeling pretty good. Not great.
Straight ahead with a quarterback sneak. That'll be enough for the first down. Travis Williams will be credited with the tackle.
Think about Philip Fulmer now. He's got a quarterback situation that hasn't played well tonight. Now you go with Eric Ainge. You got to go with somebody and give him some continuity because you can't just keep moving them back in and out. And that's worked, and I still like the 2-quarterback system as 2 freshmen helping each other. But at this point in the game, you got to stay with one.
Ainge high pass. Handed it off, and Houston, as soon as he got the handoff, was hit by T.J. Jackson. Aaron Andrews, what do you got?
Well, Ron, Eric Ainge, a very superstitious player, and that has a lot to do with his uncle, Danny Ainge, NBA star, all-time great. Now, when he was younger, he would watch his uncle play, and as you can see, he has some wristbands. And he watched his uncle Danny wear those, also Dan Marley. He also doesn't tie his shoes until he gets onto the field. That's because his favorite player, Kevin Johnson, did it. He ties his left shoe 3 times, ties his right shoe twice, and that's because of Antonio McDyess. Ron?
Okay. We'll get a shot of those rubber bands here as now he's walking away from us. And a timeout has been called. So we'll take it with him. 11:54 left in the third. 28-point lead, Auburn.
Saturn Ion with dent-resistant side panels. Saturn. People first.
How good is your game plan? No matter what the conditions, Oppenheimer Funds has always believed in sticking to the fundamentals, a strategy that's proven itself time and time again. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest.
Nice wrench work, Chief. If more men would heed the call of the Y chromosome, maybe more of us would have 3 such faucets at our fingertips. Hot. Cold. And Miller High Life.
You don't win a marathon in the first 100 meters. Success comes from weathering the challenges and going the distance. We believe the same holds true for investing. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest.
NCAA football. It's one big classroom.
It's taught me about teamwork and how together you can accomplish anything. I learned that it's all about heart and character.
It showed me that sportsmanship and winning with class is the way to go. It's taught me no matter what, you need a good education.
NCAA football, a lifetime of opportunity.
Welcome back to Knoxville. As you can see, the rain has started again. It rained earlier this afternoon, and some of the hardy souls have gotten out the rain gear. There are many others who have headed to the parking lot. They said this was hard enough to endure in the dry, and they're going to go home and watch the rest of it, or just go to bed.
No, they're going to watch the game.
Ainge, right over the middle, got a man there, and has it complete at the 40-yard line to Derek Tinsley. Boy, that was a nice throw right there.
He got protection, Ron. The offensive line gives him some protection. No blitz. They pick everything up. Delivers the football to Tinsley on the post.
Junior Rosegreen knocked him off balance. Now Gerald Riggs into the ball game at tailback for Tennessee. Pass far sideline, Phaeton, and he stays in bounds, so they will wind the clock. Latavius Pitts made the tackle.
Now Eric Ainge looks comfortable. Throwing the football, setting his feet, delivering the ball. And Brent Schaefer, all he can do is watch.
So second down at about 4.5. See where the yellow line is, just inside the 30. Ainge, running play. Boy, hit at the line of scrimmage. Riggs not going anywhere. Marcus Gunn is the man who was there to make the hit on him.
You've mentioned his name a few times, Marcus Gunn.
He was not even on the 2 deep, actually.
Going to be right in your living room. Marcus Gunn, nobody blocks him.
Skycam, first time that we've used Skycam here at Knoxville, and it really gives you a great view right over the top of the play. Third down. You still need to take it just inside the 30. Play clock at 3, 2. He got it off just in time. Houston bounces it to the outside, and he's going to have the first down. Joe Riggs, I beg your pardon. And Riggs with a good run. That's going to be a gain of 11 yards before Travis Williams stops him.
Ron, Aaron Sears, the sophomore tackle with a good block, number 76, opens up Riggs.
Sears, only a sophomore out of Russellville, Alabama. He's a huge one. And they really think this young man has an opportunity to be a great one. A great upside on him is what the coaches say.
There's the signals. Rick Clausen on the sideline, quarterback.
Short drop right over the middle, and the ball is caught by Swain. That was a nice job of coming in front of the defender and not allowing him to tip it away or make the interception. Kevin Hobbs was there, but he got by him.
Gene Chizik, the defensive coordinator, has dialed up everything right tonight. Sitting back a little bit here, letting Tennessee work the field.
Well, there's your first down as Gerald Riggs takes it down in the vicinity of the 10-yard line. And let's see exactly where they're going to spot him. I think it's going to be 1st and goal, Tennessee.
I believe you'll see Gene Chizik heat him up here.
1st and goal at the 10.
Deepest penetration of the night by the Tennessee Volunteers. Riggs. 2 tough yards. Brett Edwards, the senior out of Montgomery, is right there to make the tackle on him, number 94.
It's a good drive by Tennessee's offense, but you got to get a touchdown. Can't settle for a 3. You got to score touchdowns.
10 plays, 73 yards so far on the drive. 2nd down and goal. Eric Ainge. That is too far. Peyton was the man he was looking for. He just threw that one way, way too far.
Here at this point on the field, you run out of field to throw the deep ball like Eric Ainge tried to throw. Second half, you can see he's hot. 3 out of 4, 35 yards. Good drive. Good mix, run and pass.
Got a 3rd down situation right here from the 8-yard line. Still 3rd and goal. Lobs this one. It is intercepted by Rosegreen.
Tried to go to C.J. Peyton. Number 17 just overthrew it. Junior did a lot of talking early in the week. He's backing it up.
So as we take another look at it, Groves with the good pressure and Rosegreen with the interception. 7:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Still remains 31-3 Auburn.
Major League Baseball's Division Series begins Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Introducing Bacardi Silver Limon Premium Malt Beverage. 5% alcohol by volume. Flavor your night.
The infinitely versatile Saturn View. It helps you pack everything in. Saturn. People first.
This Wednesday,
we gotta play the strength.
Taxi is this year's funniest movie.
And thinking ain't one of them.
This is your unmarked car?
We found her.
A Daewoo? I can't be seen in this thing.
Taxi.
Open the door. I want to get Daewoo on my hands.
Rated PG-13. Opens Wednesday in select theaters everywhere Friday.
Rush into KFC for a game bucket deal. 6 pieces of extra crispy chicken and 6 honey barbecue wings. Plus a free half-gallon Pepsi Mega Jug, all for just $9.99.
Still have time?
Yeah. Only in Capital USA.
So we are back. You see Rosegreen on the sideline after that pickoff, and Phil Fulmer talking with his young freshman quarterback, Ainge, on the far sideline. And Jim Donnan has joined us back here in the booth one more time. You're working with ESPN.com, which we talked about in the first half. What is the most asked question about this game tonight on the internet, Jim?
Well, everybody wants to know what's wrong with Tennessee's defense, and we knew coming in they had a lot of young players on the back end and the secondary, and obviously losing Kevin Simon for the years hurt the linebacker for.
Good drive by Tennessee. Came up empty. frustrating for Philip Fulmer, but he's got to be thinking about this quarterback situation also. He's got two guys.
No question. You know, Schaefer's over there thinking he can do the job and run around a little bit, but Auburn's pretty quick. Hard to chase him down. Back and forth they're going. But if I was Fulmer right now, I'd stay with Ames and try to run the football a little bit more, because they've had success running the football.
Williams, and Cadillac is going to have the first down with a big opening. Jim, people start getting a little angry sometimes with their questions on the internet, don't they? I mean, it's not just a thing of spontaneity. They get angry when their team is not doing well.
You know, I thought I used to be called some bad names when I was a coach, but when nobody has to own up to it, man, I've been called everything tonight. But
you have?
Hey, I can't say it on the air, but
nothing new.
Nothing new. It's just like a coach. But I do want to say this. I want to give Coach Tommy Tuberville and his staff a lot of love here, because the way they've prepared this team tonight, you know, they've come into this hostile environment and really quieted this crowd and just done a magnificent job of coaching. And the players have played their hearts out, too.
Well, you mentioned in the first half when we visited with you then the job that Jason Campbell has done, and boy, finishing the first half with 80% of his passes completed, that goes beyond what expectations can be from a head coach.
Well, Bill Bunnell had a great shot of Larry Campbell, his dad. You know, I was in his living room 4 years ago, and his dad showed me all his trophies and everything he did growing up, and he said, my son's going to be a great quarterback, and I know he's very proud of him tonight, the way he's played, and he showed unbelievable poise, and I'm really happy for Larry and the family.
Cadillac still bouncing around and finally going to be stopped at the 34-yard line. Jim, as always, very good to see you, my friend.
And we appreciate everybody coming in to Game Plan Live and Game Day Live, and, you know, too many questions. I wish we could answer them all. Everybody wants to know now what's going to happen in the Georgia-Auburn game. That's not happening for about 5 or 6 more weeks.
That's right. That's down in November.
Might be playing twice.
Yeah, well, they could be. They could be. Thanks a million. Great job.
Thanks,
Jim Donnan working for ESPN.com tonight. And they have already had a lot of hits, and I'm sure there will be more here as the second half goes on. Questions about this ball game tonight between Auburn and Tennessee from Neyland Stadium. Campbell takes his time, gets it there. That ball should have been caught in and out of the hands of Aromashadu. But Jonathan Heffley with a very strong hit, and Aromashadu couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, a lot more pressure out of Tennessee's defense. John Chavis, Kevin Burnett, the outstanding linebacker. They moved Jason Campbell out of the pocket. Still, the ball should have been caught. Wouldn't have been a first down.
Only the second time that Cody Bliss has punted this evening. His first kick, 53 yards. Now remember, that first one, he did it on the run. This one straight away. Not as good, not as far. No fair catch. At the 33-yard line is Heffley. And Heffley will take it across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Tackled by Carlos Rogers. 34 on the kick and 6 on the return. Let's take a timeout.
Tonight on SportsCenter, does the BCS take a hit? A wild day in SoCal in the Wild Wild West. The Liberty Bell rings for Larry, and Jamal Lewis is going to jail. After the game, ESPN.
Everyone agrees it's a fall favorite, a new favorite, an absolute original, very original. The next great guilty pleasure, great dishy fun, widely considered the best new TV series. Wow. Desperate Housewives premieres Sunday at 9/8 Central.
The American hunter. In touch with his environment. In tune with his prey. Prepared for every situation. With the widest selection of hunting supplies for every season. Hunt game, not gear. Big Daddy's Outdoors, the Hunter and Sportsman's headquarters in Bridgeport, Alabama on Highway 72, just across the Tennessee-Alabama line.
Summer has arrived here at Word Chevy Olds in Scottsboro, so come in now and take advantage of fantastic savings.
With rebates as high as $6,500 or interest rates as low as 0% on a great selection of new vehicles, the time couldn't be better to join the American Revolution and take home that new Chevy or Oldsmobile you've been waiting for. At Word Chevy Olds in Scottsboro, we see business from a unique point of view, yours. So come spend the dog days of summer at Word Chevy Olds in Scottsboro. Word Chevy Olds in Scottsboro, an American Revolution.
ESPN's College Football Saturday Primetime. Brought to you by Bacardi Silver Limon Premium Malt Beverage. Flavor your night. And Saturn. People first.
So we are back in Knoxville. Wonder how long it takes to wash all that off.
A long time.
Is it cake coloring or what do they
never
use?
did it.
Well, I didn't either. We'll get a
Ask Billy Warnell. He did it.
Surely we'll have a specialist in the truck. Brent Schaefer has come in at quarterback. The southpaw freshman. He's going to throw on first down. Steps up. Nope. Going to try to run. And let's check in with Reese Davis. Reese.
Ron, another top 10 team in trouble. This one on the road. Ohio State at Northwestern. Wildcats Brett Bazinet finding Noah Herron, and Noah weaving his way into the end zone. And the Cats on top of the Buckeyes, 10-3 on ESPN2.
All righty. Schaefer back in the pocket, throws his first completion of the night, and he's got it to Tony Brown, and that'll be enough for the first down, +3. Good for 13 yards. Wayne Dickens there defensively.
Both these quarterbacks, freshman quarterbacks, got to listen to one voice. That's Philip Fulmer. The media, the newspaper here in Knoxville said one of them, what's the odds of the one guy transferring after the first game? You know, you just have so much input. Talk shows, they just got to listen to their coach. One voice.
Cedric Houston takes the swing pass, and he will take it for, let's see, a couple of yards, and that's about it. Dede there to make the tackle defensively, the sophomore out of Virginia.
Jim Donnan made a good point about Auburn's defense so fast that Brent Schaefer's not been able to scramble and run and dart.
But to keep this one on the ground, tries to turn the corner. It'll wind up at the 45-yard line as Thompson will make the tackle.
Going to be a holding here called on, I believe, Michael Munoz. Jay Ratliff was complaining about being held.
Houston 16 carries, 59 yards.
Holding, number 77 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
Mike, you are right on. Corey Larkins comes into the backfield. First time that we've seen him tonight at tailback. As you look at Michael Munoz, there's Anthony looking on, keeping an eye on his son. Well, he was a great one at Southern California and also in the pros with Cincinnati. Schaefer now goes under center after getting the play. Steps up. And he's going to run it. And tackled at the 45. Quentin Rhodes finally grabbed him and took him down.
That's what he does best, Ron. He moves, and he's always a threat to carry the football. But he also is quite a passer. Philip Fulmer personally went to see him play, and I asked Gerald Harrison, who's the assistant, who was the recruiting coach of Brent Schaefer. He said Philip Fulmer was the guy in charge of recruiting him.
So he's got a third down and 15. Needs to take it down to the 40-yard line of Auburn. Schaefer sets deep, throws this one long, and the receiver had pulled up. That was Corey Anderson, the fullback.
Nothing deep. Auburn's not going to let him get behind him with 31-3 lead. Forget the long pass.
Dustin Colquitt, amazingly, with the score the way it is, 31-3, this is only his second punt. There have been some turnovers by the bottom tiers tonight. This one turns over. Fair catch is signaled for and made by Trey Smith at the 15. That's a 48-yard boot. Well, tomorrow night, Torrey Holt, Marshall Faulk, and the Rams take on Ken Dorsey and the San Francisco 49ers. Rams 49ers also available in high definition on ESPN HD. Coverage begins with NFL Primetime presented by Miller at 7:30 Eastern. NFL Primetime presented by Miller Lite, 7:30 Eastern Time. Formation, Slaughter at fullback, and fakes it to Brown. Campbell steps up, going to go long over the middle, and almost intercepted. Courtney Taylor's who he was looking for. Reese Davis, we will check once again with you.
Ron, a BCS buster potentially might be about to get busted down at Joe I.A. Stadium. Fresno State up by 1, but Ryan Moats over 230 yards rushing on the night. That's his 4th touchdown. Louisiana Tech up 7.
All righty, we were discussing during the report, Mike was saying he thought it was 3 punts. Yeah, one of those was blocked. Right. So Ronnie Brown continues to operate at tailback, and they give it to him. Not much doing up the middle, and he'll be corralled short of the 20-yard line by Turk McBride. Under 3 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. And Auburn right now they'd like to get out of here without injury. And they'd like for this clock to go on fast forward. That's exactly what Tommy Tuberville and his coaching staff wants to happen. Few first downs, just burn this clock. Third down, line to make the 25. Campbell has it complete, and on the reception, Anthony Nix caught the ball and then retreated, trying to get around the defender, and with that, is going to be short of the first down if Jason Allen was there to make the hit on it. Anthony Nix is from Baldwin High School. 9 receptions coming into the season, coming into this game. Good catch, you're right. He came back for the ball, retreated, still wouldn't have had the first down. So Cody Bliss on to kick. Hefney the deep man, and he's retreated to the Tennessee 40. Here he goes again with the kick on the run. Caught at the 45-yard line. Hefney will take it for a couple of yards. And Aaron Andrews down on the sideline. What's going on down there?
Well, Ron, tonight is a reunion of sorts for the Sears family. Brothers Kevin and Aaron going head-to-head for the very first time in their playing career. Kevin, a linebacker for Auburn. Aaron, an offensive lineman for Tennessee. Now, the two are a year apart, and they grew up huge Auburn fans. Kevin said the hardest day of his life is when Aaron chose Tennessee over Auburn. We're going to catch up with their mom in a few minutes, see how she's holding up in this game tonight, guys.
Okay, talk about coming up huge. Aaron Sears is 6'4", 315.
That was a big recruiting coup for Phil Fulmer. I believe it was last week of recruiting when he chose Tennessee.
Dead ball, false start, number 52 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Rob Smith.
Ainge back in as quarterback. Think about the start of this football game. 3 plays, Ainge when he started the game, incomplete passes, then he had the chance for the interception, didn't get it.
Big route right here, and a big battle going on. And here comes the flag. Chris Hannon was the man who was battling against Carlos Rogers.
Got to be offensive interference.
Carlos Rogers, a 3-year starter, highly recruited, coming out of high school, out of Augusta, Georgia. good cover guy, and let's see what Steve Shaw comes up with. Here's the call.
Pass interference, number 14 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron. Tommy Tupper has a right to be complaining here. What they may have called Carlos Rogers for is stopping or slowing down, but boy, I'll tell you what, I saw it the other way.
So Eric Ainge gets another first down, and with the penalty, the 43.5-yard line. Ainge puts this one up, and the ball kid was the closest man to it out of bounds. He got hit by Carlos Rogers.
Yeah, Carlos said, call pass interference on me, I'm going to blitz. He comes after Eric Ainge, and he's mad right here. Here he is. He says, okay, take that. You get me for interference, and I'm going to hit the quarterback.
Carlos probably also said when he got there, you are a big dude at 6'6".
200 pounds.
Yeah, this is not a small quarterback. Short drop without pass. He's got that one out to Tony Brown. And Tony will step out of bounds at the 36, and that's short of the first down.
Tony Brown's steady receiver for the Volunteers. The veteran guy in the receiving corps.
Third and 2. So it's 3rd down and 2. They need to take it to about the 33.5-yard line. Brown tonight, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Good look at Tony. Good size for a receiver at 6'2", 200.
Nice young man, too.
Quarterback draw. Well, as quick as that defense is, now a flag. I think that's an inadvertent face mask, don't you?
Yeah.
Herring and Mail Sol are there to make the tackle, but I think they're going to hand the Tennessee Volunteers a new set of downs with this play right here.
Incidental face mask, number 94 on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the end of the line. First down.
I know when you're standing on the sideline, you get some calls, and they all add up. You almost throw your arms up in the air and say, you know, what next? But that was a penalty, and gave Tennessee a first down. Right call.
So Larkins goes to the bench. Gerald Riggs checks in at tailback.
I believe the clock was not running. That's why they called timeout. Talking about where to reset it.
Please reset the clock to 53 seconds, and we will wind on the ready for play.
Been a long 2 minutes here. The last 2 minutes, and Tommy Tuberville is irate.
Okay, there we go. We set it at 53, and what he means, he winds from the ready. That's when the referee spins his arm, and the umpire uncovers the football. Now with the play, it's going to wind up being at about the same position on the clock. Riggs breaks the tackle. 20, 15, 10, at the 5-yard line, shoved out of bounds by Mayo Sol. Gain of 26 on the play.
Sol saved a touchdown, Ron, because he took the right angle after Gerald Riggs, and there's a flag down, so it might be holding. May come back. No, they picked it up.
Yeah, you went over to talk to Jason Respert, and you see Jason pointing down the field, so it is against the Tigers of Auburn. In fact, they've marked it off all the way down. Wow, half the distance to the goal.
Personal foul, face mask, number 58 on the defense, half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, first down.
You almost need a timeout if you're Tommy Tuberville, because the poise of his defense right now is being challenged. Now, I know with 28 seconds to go, you're going to get that time into the third quarter to settle your team down.
So T.J. Jackson gets the call, and it's first and goal. 28 seconds left to play, third quarter. Not much on that running play as Quentin Groves comes up to hit Gerald Riggs.
Tommy Tuberville will get the chance here with 10 seconds to talk to his defense.
Three seconds down to 2, and that is the end of the third quarter. So let's take a timeout as we head to the final 15 minutes. Our score remains the Auburn Tigers 31 and the Tennessee Volunteers 3.
Monday Night Countdown, presented by UPS, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN.
It's beautiful.
Life can change rather quickly. Only Saturn lets you exchange any new car for another within 30 days. Saturn. People first.
Hampton has this great complimentary hot breakfast with a rotating menu. Lots of delicious stuff like sausage, muffins, Danish, biscuits, egg patties, French toast sticks, and more. Huh. Caution. Hot. They even have a complimentary on-the-go breakfast bag. It is complimentary, right?
Yes.
I can just take it?
Yes.
Somewhere, there's a man accessing sensitive information by way of a fingerprint, while a woman keeps track of millions of dollars in inventory, safeguarding it from the warehouse to your house. And a dad checks on his business from his son's baseball game. What do all these people have in common? They rely on America's #1 security company, ADT. Always there.
Imagine bringing a catalog to life by customizing it for each team, printing it in each language, and personalizing it for each customer. Imagine using Xerox digital technology to do all this and having your responses increase by 40%. It's a nice image, isn't it?
Trouble finding a signal? Try GSM America, only from AT&T Wireless. With double the coverage and improved signal strength, it's our best network ever. Use mine.
Oh, thanks.
Sign up now for 2 lines on a qualified plan and get 900 anytime minutes to share. We'll even give you a 30-day risk-free trial.
Thanks. So maybe I could call you sometime.
Apparently not. GSM America from AT&T Wireless. How many bars do you have?
So we're back. You see the scoring by quarters. Auburn 14 and 17, and then nobody scored in the third quarter. Tennessee with a field goal in the first, and that is the extent of it. But right now, Jabari Davis comes in a tailback. It is a second down and goal for the Volunteers. Little play action, dumps it out on the flat. Corey Anderson with the touchdown for Tennessee. We got a flag down on the far sideline.
Offside defense, I believe, Ron.
Offside, number 40 on the defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Jabari Davis is a guy that goes over the top all the time. So when you watch tape, you're seeing Jabari Davis, the goal line back, go over the top. So you fake it to him, you hit the fullback, Anderson in the flat, easy touchdown.
Wilhoit to attempt the extra point. Trying to make it a 21-point game. He got it right down the middle. So we'll take a timeout. 14:57 left in our ball game. And the new score on this touchdown pass to Corey Anderson is Auburn 31 and Tennessee 10. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy. Because right now, when you buy any 2 EA Sports 2005 games, we'll send you a 3rd game free. Download your coupon today at easports.com. Rated everyone.
People everywhere are experiencing a breakthrough. Fullness from a value menu.
He was fine, and then he just stopped eating.
This man is completely full. What was he eating?
A spicy chicken burrito.
He kept going, sound. Are you sure? And fullness off a value menu?
It's the new Big Bell Value Menu, featuring the spicy chicken burrito with shredded chicken simmered in authentic Mexican spices. To keep your stomach and your wallet full, think outside the bun.
Next time you start on your way, think about the gasoline you choose. New Shell V-Power is specially formulated to actively clean your engine as you drive. You have enough to deal with out there. Your gasoline can make a difference if it's new Shell V-Power.
Where does reality end and pure vision begin? A Pioneer Elite plasma display features our exclusive First Surface Pure Color filter. The purest color, the purest experience. Pure vision. Only from Pioneer.
Corey Anderson goes in the record books here at the Tennessee, and he'll join a select few because he moved over from defense. That is his first collegiate catch, and he got it for a touchdown. And there are not many folks that it happens to on their first reception.
Yeah, he's a good blocking fullback that they got the ball to.
Youngsters from right here in Knoxville. Wilhoit prepares to kick it off. This is a spinner, high and short, taken at the 12 by Awunishiguru. Breaks it to the outside, and look out. Wilhoit is there, and he'll make the tackle. And now 1 flag, and now 2. 47 yards on the return. But this will be negated by...
No, I think it's going to be on Tennessee.
During the return, number 13 on the kicking team with a low block. That'll be 15 yards added to the end of the return. First down.
Wow.
Sinclair Cannon, I think.
Yeah, you're going to see him come into the screen right here. And go low, which is a penalty, and another look.
An unusual call because it's an unusual play on a kick return, particularly when you're trying to defend or to stop the kick return. So the former having a couple of words with the youngster. So 47 yards on the return and add 15.
That opened up, you know, Eddie Grand, the special teams coach, has worked long and hard on kickoff returns. That opened up nicely.
Ronnie Brown, right side, 5, 10, maybe 11 yards. Kevin Burnett making the tackle. Tonight's game track is brought to you by Pioneer. Freshman quarterbacks, 4 turnovers. Jason Campbell. What a night. 250 passing yards. That's a season high. 15 of 21 for him throwing tonight.
He's played great. Ronnie Brown, Cadillac, Courtney Taylor, offensive line. Has owned the line of scrimmage. Pass protection, run blocking. Hunall was the offensive coordinator last year. Stepped back to the offensive line coach. Never missed a beat. No ego. Just wants his team to win. That's the kind of coach you want, Hunall.
You know, Mike, and I don't believe, if memory serves me correctly, the offensive line does not have a holding call against it tonight. Outscored opponents 126-12 in the first 3 quarters this season.
Domination.
Not quite enough for the first down, so second down and inches. 2 tight ends, Wallace and Bennett lining up. But they'll go with Brown right in the middle. He'll have the first down, being spun around. And Reese Davis, what do you got for us?
Ron, I have a BCS green that has been busted. Fresno State, Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech with a 7-point lead. This, a Paul Penninger interception from Mon Williams, picking off the Fresno State quarterback. Bulldogs of Fresno have their first loss of the season, 28-21.
Louisiana Tech has played such a tough schedule. Philip Farmer was talking about Moats, their running back. He said he's the real thing.
He did. He really did. He had a lot of praise for him. 1st and 10, clock running down. They give it to Ronnie Brown again. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage and takes a pretty good shot as he goes back inside by McBride and also Jason Allen.
Ron, Tommy Tuberville, he survived the coup last year. They tried to take him out before the Alabama-Auburn game. We had that game. And now, even though he started off strong, the president, Ed Richardson, before the LSU game said his job's not safe. I don't know how your job's not safe when you start out like you have and beat LSU and are beating Tennessee. I mean, I don't know what it takes to coach there. I mean, if you can't get a vote of confidence after you've done what he's done here.
Brown spins around, no gain. Kevin Burnett is there to make the tackle.
That first by
Kevin Burnett has not given up. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the country.
No, I agree with you on the Tommy Tuberville situation. That you know, what do you have to do?
It hurts in recruiting.
But of course it does.
That's where it hurts, and so they need to step forward and say, hey, he's our coach. He's going to be our coach. So recruiting can go on. And the guy's done a very good job at Auburn.
Campbell, look to the right, pump, goes back over the middle. That's a nice catch by Cadillac Williams. Not going to go for very much, but at least he didn't get tipped or picked off over the middle. Mahalona and John Poe combining on the stop. And it's going to be 4th down.
Nice safe throw. I agree with you. The hands of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown gives you so much you can do with those guys.
Look at Carnell as he comes to the sideline. John Vaughn is going to attempt a 29-yard field goal. He's already hit on one of 24. Good pass, and looks like this one is right down the middle. So let's take a break. 10:48 left in our ball game, and a new score: Auburn 34, Tennessee 10.
There's a place for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand, and we're halfway there.
For those in the academic, medical, and cultural fields whose work serves the greater good, we serve you. TIAA-CREF, Financial Services for the greater good.
ESPN puts the spotlight on the highlight with ESPN 25 The Book, which includes a bonus DVD of classic SportsCenter commercials. ESPN 25 The Book.
I've been with Charter for about 6 years now. Doesn't seem like that long ago, but so much has changed. Digital cable didn't even exist. Now it's everywhere, and will make it so easy to use. No one wants to be without their cable. I know I don't. And now we've got a new operations center that lets us fix outages before customers even know they have them. We want our customers happy, and we'll do whatever it takes. That's our promise, or your money back. Guaranteed.
Tootsie's Redneck Party presents Gretchen Wilson live. One of the hottest country acts on the planet. Gretchen Wilson is here for the party. October 7th at Verizon Wireless Music Center. With special guest, Tootsie's recording artist, John Stone. The fastest single to reach #1 in over a decade.
Let me get a big hell yeah from the
Reserved seats are on sale now.
Hell yeah!
Gretchen Wilson live.
ESPN's College Football Saturday Primetime. Brought to you by TIAA Credit, financial services for the greater good. And Pioneer Pure Vision Plasma Displays. The purest color, the purest experience.
So 34-10, our score. You look at the ADT trophy. That's the national championship trophy that was captured down in New Orleans by the LSU Tigers last year. And, of course, Tigers suffered their second defeat today, so they're not going to be in contention for that trophy, it would appear. The Auburn Tigers are probably going to leave this stadium here tonight undefeated, so they're still very much in the running. Aaron Andrews, let's check in with you.
Ron, I'm here with the Sears family, Mom, Dad, and Sister April, rooting Kevin and Aaron on. You see they've got it all covered. Now, Mom, you guys are in the Tennessee section. How did that happen?
Well, we decided there was going to be better seats, so we decided we'd go with that seat.
And what about Kevin? A funny moment. Tennessee's driving. Kevin's right there, and you're screaming for Tennessee. What if he had turned around and seen you, Dad?
He probably would have just expected it because I told him I was going to cheer for whoever was on the downside.
Now, Mom, did you give these boys a lecture before they came out here and played against each other?
Oh, yeah, I said not to hurt each other, that's all.
What did you say when she said that to them?
I told them to have it. This is football. If you don't knock the helmet off, it ain't football.
You guys, thanks so much. I know you wanted to give a shout-out.
I want to give it to Russellville, Alabama.
That's right.
That's my town.
Sears family, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Aaron, thanks very much. Great job.
That was great.
It's football. You can knock the helmet off. Tony Brown was the intended receiver right there. That stops the clock at the 10:41 mark. Good look at this.
Yeah, good solid linebacker. And
Aaron on the bench just a second ago there. In fact, Coach Fulmer, as we watch this play, pass over the middle, got this one complete, and that's going to be the first down. Tony Brown on the receiving end. So they're going to go with a hurry-up offense here. The crowd gets a little annoyed with this, but if they go under center, then they look to the sideline. You see Randy Sanders just right up above his headgear there. He's the one that's having the play signaled in. Or tried to baby that one at incomplete for Tony Brown. So let's look at a report card as far as the Vols are concerned tonight.
Ron, quarterback's confident? No, it started from the get-go. Auburn was able to get them moving, and they didn't get confident, so they didn't pass there. Houston Riggs didn't get enough rushing yards. Did they tackle in pursuit? No, I don't think so. And their corners got hurt a couple of times in pass situations. So almost all those things they didn't do a good job.
Haynes steps up in the pocket on this one and is picked off. That's Rose Green. Junior Rosegreen with his second turnover of the night.
He's a child development major, Junior Rosegreen. He wants to go back to Dillard High School, work with kids, and be a football coach. He can teach defensive backs how to intercept footballs. Tony Brown, the intended receiver, looked like a busted route or a busted throw. I believe it's Eric Ainges' fault.
You know what? Travis Williams may also have gotten a touch on the football. There's Cadillac Williams taking it to the right side. Now for sure, as we go under 10 minutes left in the ball game, as you look at turnovers.
Now that's been the difference. Quarterbacks, Jason Campbell really played well. Auburn's defense really got to the two freshman quarterbacks.
Or did they ever? Something that the Tennessee offense had not been doing. They had not been making mistakes. He only had one turnover. That was an interception that Ainge had thrown. He only had one penalty. And they had been playing mistake-free. But tonight, they have been full of mistakes. And it started at the opening series. And Auburn kept them confused. Carnell Williams, which banged hard, still fighting his way. He's close to the first down. And we looked at the report card as far as Tennessee is concerned. How about Auburn, Mike?
All A's, Ron. Did Jason Campbell lead the offense? One of the best jobs I've seen. An A on Ronnie Brown and Cadillac. Did they pressure Ainge? Yes. They contained Schaefer? Yes. And did cornerbacks survive on the island? Yes. They voted off the wide receivers of Tennessee off the island. So all A's for the report card, Auburn.
So Jason Campbell, 16 of 22, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, needs 19 yards for a career high. They're going to keep it on the ground, and that's Cadillac.
What extra effort, O'Brien? I don't know where it's going to be spotted, but extra effort by Carnell Williams to get that first down. He got it.
Yeah, the left foot was just beyond the yellow line.
Good blocking. Carnell Williams, see, they get him from the backside, but he spins and just rolls forward to get the first down. I'll tell you, this Auburn team's been impressive, but I really look at Tennessee, and when you have two freshman quarterbacks, here's Carnell, what he's done tonight. Yards after contact, that's what they call Tiger yards, 62.
There's Carnell again, puts the head down. Wow, running tough over Jason Allen.
Jason Allen, very good tackler in the secondary, but Carnell Williams and Ronnie Brown, a lot of Tiger yards for them tonight. Tiger yards are what yards after the first hit. In other words, when somebody tries to tackle the running back, after that point, the yards add up. And Ronnie Brown and Carnell Williams are very good at this. Physical.
Second down and 2, about to go under 7 minutes left in our ball game. Let's take a play from the sky cam. You can look at it close on. You see the fullback blocking, and Cadillac takes it to the left side. Slaughter out front blocking. Brandon Johnson came over and made the tackle. Gives you a really good perspective of how alignments are set and how they block it. In fact, if we could do it again, Scott, I think it'd be good for the audience to see, because I feel 90% sure that they're going to be running. They're not going to be throwing the ball. New set of downs, and here you look at Skycam this time from straight up above. First angle to center.
Mark it at the 26.
Campbell hands it to Cadillac again. Nice job of getting by the first pursuit man through, and Kevin Burnett then came in to make the tackle.
Olivia Newton-John sang a song, "Let's Get Physical." Well, that's what Carnell Williams and Ronnie Brown do as the running backs. They give the punishment to the defense. Eddie Graham standing there talking to Carnell Williams. That's what he teaches.
Under 6 minutes left in our ball game. So Cadillac came out. His coach was talking to him, and now it's Ronnie Brown in his turn. And he'll give it to him, running to the open side of the field. And you can bet one thing, once he's gotten all that he can get, he's going to go down and not go out of bounds. Mitchell put the tackle on him. And let's take a look at schedules, first of all, for Auburn.
Now you got to start thinking about Auburn. I don't want to put any pressure on them, but they should be favored here, 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 here. Not be favored there. Georgia favored at Alabama. So you're looking at a schedule right now that could possibly vault them into a top 5 ranking in the country. And it's a great schedule.
Third down, here comes an audible. Play clock is down to 2. And Ronnie Brown cuts it back upfield. Not going to be close to the first down, but they will let the clock run on down. Under 5 minutes to play.
Ron, when you look at that schedule, Georgia's at home too, so they really have everything. They're ranked number 9 in the country at the present time. They're going to be, if they go through the schedule like they do, like they should, when they play Georgia, they may be ranked in the top 5.
Mike, how far is Tennessee going to drop after this game tonight, if you had to guess?
Yeah, 12, 15, maybe even farther, because Auburn dominated.
Auburn has gone over 400 yards in the ball game. Here's the pass, and it is picked off by Tennessee. That's going to be Fellows. Rashawn Fellows, the freshman out of Warren, Arkansas. And let's take a timeout. 4:05 left in the ball game. 34-10, the Auburn Tigers.
There's a place not many people know how to get to. It's not found on any map. There are no road signs. But when you get there, you'll know. Bush. Head for the mountains of Bush beer.
Hey, who's tired of paying $5 for a bag of peanuts? Who's tired of paying huge overage charges to your wireless company? Well, what if Sprint got rid of ugly overages? Check it out.
With the Sprint PCS Fair and Flexible plan, 100 extra minutes never cost more than $10. Other plans charge at least $40, so talk all you want. Or talk less and pay less.
You, went over your barbecue minutes.
Sprint PCS. Now that's better.
You can turn your master bath into a masterpiece. The Home Depot can show you how, with elegant designs for your bath you won't find anywhere else. We'll help you freshen up with a style that's distinctively yours. All the best brands are here, and no one beats our prices. Right now, get a $50 gift card with any Kohler purchase of $350 or more. Create a personal private retreat. You can. Only at the Home Depot. You can do it, we can help.
So 34-10 following that interception. We don't see this very often, but a lot of folks from Tennessee have headed home. Those left in the stands are wearing the colors of the Auburn Tigers. Now, see in that upper region up in there, we'll show you some more in a minute as we go back to play. Ames swings this one out, and Riggs is going to be stopped. Well, tonight's key stat is brought to you by Burger King, having their way.
Auburn's defense only averaging giving up 6.5 points per game, giving up 10 tonight. But if you can play defense like this, that's why this team with the 2 running backs, Jason Campbell doing real well, they got a chance to play in the championship. That's a mouthful, but they do have a chance. Now they got the schedule They got the football team, got everything right. And the pressure now is on Tommy Tupper.
Well, signs all over the place for Cadillac and also for Ronnie Brown, and deservedly so.
When you look at Tennessee in this ball game tonight, Philip Fulmer has got to do a real job now to get back. I really believe, Ron, I thought this coming into the game. I thought Tennessee, the win over Florida was big, but I didn't think they were as good as Auburn because they got a lot of youth. You look at the freshman quarterbacks, what they've done tonight.
Schaefer 1 of 5 for 13 yards so far, and Eric Ainge 13 of 30.
When you have two freshman quarterbacks, very difficult. Now, Philip Fulmer's got a tough job because he's got to get Brent Schaefer and Eric Ainge and again go back to the practice field, show them the mistakes they made. I still think they stay with playing one guy and then bringing another guy off the bench. I think they'll stay with that plan.
Quick pass. Peyton up the sideline, goes across the 35 and steps out of bounds at the 38. And let's take a look at what has been the story for Tennessee tonight, and it's turnovers.
Yeah, deep pass when Auburn Junior Rosegreen picked it off, and just a lot of mistakes. Eric Ainge throwing the ball, and Junior Rosegreen again on an interception. But they've done a lot of good things. I mean, they beat Florida here and got off to a good start. Just got to go back.
Ainge steps up, drills this one, has it complete, and he'll step out of bounds. That's a Meacham who made the catch. Up next at SportsCenter, Scott Van Pelt and John Anderson. Football Frenzy and an NCAA roundup. Major League Baseball playoff and NFL Sunday preview. All of that coming up next on SportsCenter.
That baseball, we saw a highlight. Steve Finley hit that home run to win the game for the Dodgers. That was a good trade. They got him away from Arizona. Down the stretch.
Speaking of down the stretch, that's where we are on this ball game. 3:16 and counting left. Ainge's pass. Did he catch it? Yep, he caught it and stayed in bounds. But C.J. Payton on the receiving end, I'm going to say he stepped out around the 33. So it's good for 16 yards.
Pressure's going to be on when you're playing two freshman quarterbacks. Everybody's going to clamor and say, hey, start one. That's already started in the talk shows, newspaper. I like what Philip Fulmer's doing. I'll stay with it.
Ainge under pressure. He's got a hold of him and throws it complete at the 30-yard line to Meacham. And on the comeback, and he's going to wind up actually with a couple of yards as McClover, who was the man putting the heavy pressure on the ESPN USA Today top 10.
How about this week, Ron? 2-5 battle. Georgia with an impressive win. USC plays Cal 1-10. Auburn's going to move up the polls. West Virginia's going to drop out.
Ohio State's in the battle right now.
They lose, they'll drop out.
Ohio State's tied at halftime. That pass is picked off by Rosegreen.
Junior's becoming senior here in this ball game.
So, Rosegreen is a rose garden tonight. Take a break.
With this computer, you can even edit and burn home movies on DVD.
That'll be great for the stuff we'll shoot on vacation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where are you going? Rafting.
That's it, Larry. Good job, buddy.
Where's Will?
Did I mention you can edit stuff out?
That'd be good.
Thousands of possibilities. Get yours. Best Buy.
Double Patty Melt Toaster. Sonic's got it, others don't. Stop by Sonic and try a tasty new Double Patty Melt Toaster sandwich. 2 all-beef patties and your choice of smoky cheddar or pepper jack cheese, topped with grilled onions and served on thick Texas toast. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
We have declared independence. That is what every man is fighting for.
We will show the world what patriots are made of.
The Alamo. Own it today on DVD.
Junior with a total of 4 picks tonight. And just what you were talking about with that interception thrown by Ames. Boy, the battle over who should be the starter.
You're going to hear it all week, but I said this earlier. What the quarterbacks, Brent Schaefer and Eric Gaines, got to listen to. They can't listen to their classmates, their teachers, the media, everybody that's going to weigh in and say you should be the quarterback. You got to listen to one voice. That of Philip Homer.
Well, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by TIAA Prep Financial. And that is Jason Campbell, the quarterback for the Auburn Tigers, 16 of 23, 252, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Good look at his father, Larry.
He's had a lot of criticism over his career, so I'm happy for Jason Campbell.
Brandon Cox is coming to ball game at quarterback, a redshirt freshman. He's out of Trussville, Alabama.
I saw him in the high school all-star game a couple of years ago in Mobile, Alabama. He's a good young prospect.
Carl Stewart carrying this time, wearing number 32. He's a redshirt freshman out of Alcoa, Tennessee, which is just down to the airport here. Take a look at Jason Campbell tonight.
Ron, he does a very good job of moving right here, resetting his feet, hitting Courtney Taylor for a big gainer. Then the short post for a touchdown. He drills it right in here. Then he hits Courtney Taylor again, right on the money. Big night.
Well, that running play is not going to go anywhere. And I need to mention that over on ESPN2, the start of the second half, Northwestern has just scored and has gone in front of Ohio State 13-10. Second half just beginning on ESPN2. There it is right there, third quarter. Well, Mike, you mentioned it. Junior did do some talking about what they were going to do to the freshman quarterback. Really a lot of different looks, and boy, he more than backed it up, didn't he?
You like a player that's going to speak, but he's going to back it up, and he did it. Junior Rosegreen, 8 interceptions in his career. 4 tonight, ties an SEC single game record. Talked about Ollie and Frazier, so it was a fight, but Auburn came out on top. Again, you're talking about Jason Campbell. He's got so much criticism in his career. I just think it's great that he is coming out party.
Up next on ESPN and Sports Center, and over on ESPN News, it is post-game extra. 13 seconds left in this one. The Auburn Tigers trying to maintain a perfect record. Cody Bliss comes in to punt. And a good high-hanging spiral. Hefney. And he is tackled very quickly by Carlos Rogers. Carlos has been devastatingly good on the special teams, and now the ovation begins for the Auburn Tigers and Tommy Tuberville and his ball club come away not just with a victory, but a very impressive win here in Knoxville, Tennessee. First time that Auburn has won in this stadium since 1983. Final score, Auburn 34, Tennessee 10. Coming up next on ESPN, it's Sports Center. Over on ESPN News, it's post-game extra. For more, log on to ESPN.com, your home for college football on the the internet. For Mike Godfrey, Aaron Andrews, and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Ron Franklin. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Good night, everybody, from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Kind of doubt that the Volunteers signed up for the beating you just saw. How Auburn, Tennessee, and other big Saturday surprises will impact the BCS. And the Dodgers and Angels accomplished something together for the first time in history. 2 wild endings out west. SportsCenter begins right here and right now.
This is SportsCenter.
The always topsy-turvy top 10. Who got handed their first defeat? The Dogs make a meal out of the co-national champs. Why no lead is ever safe, and grab a plate. Revenge is now being served. How the West and the West was won. A pair of unbelievably wild finishes as 2 more join the postseason party. No defense against Jamal Lewis. Now there's no defense for him. Why the Ravens star will eventually be going to jail. Why the Pat streak will live or die in the hands of an ex-teammate, and the only chance the Jags have to stop Peyton Manning tomorrow. Giddy up. This here is the greatest and best show in the world with John Anderson. I'm Scott Van Pelt.
It is that.
Yes.
Especially on days when there are great college football matchups and baseball's trying to decide its final 3 playoff spots. Hate to tell you this, but if the NHL lockout ended today, you're not going to hear about it until Monday of mid-November.
How about let's get right out to SoCal right now. Baseball,
Go.
Unbelievable,
Right now.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Elmer Descends, first start since July 18th when he played for the Diamondbacks. Elmer!